Hello, I'm Micks Mowers Merman and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I've got to have a quick little overhaul on my trolley jack. I've got some wishbones, lower suspension arms to fit on my little Fiat Panda. And just yesterday, I went out and I had to look at my son's car, Ethan. He called me up at 2:30 in the morning, called me out because he had a flat tyre. And I went down to see him, couldn't do anything about the tyre because everywhere was closed. He had no AA breakdown cover. So I just took him home and we said we'd tackle it on the next day. Next day I went down there, I jacked the car up. I couldn't even get my jack underneath the car. And my little 2-ton trolley jack is a low profile one. Couldn't get underneath it. It's got a mini. And took the tyre off, got it changed, come back, went to fit it and found that his suspension spring had actually snapped in 2 different places. That's why it burst the tyre. But upon jacking it up, I had noticed that my jack is going all the way up to around about 3/4, and then it's just taking little tiny bites and it's not quite getting as high as it should do, as quick as it should do. So that leads me to the impression that it's either low on oil or leaking the seal. So this little kit I bought off of a bloke off a Facebook marketplace. I bought a set of ramps, a set of axle stands and a 2-ton trolley jack for about 20 quid. It was cheap and it was non-brand new at the time. I've had it about 6 months, I suppose. I use it just for my own little cars I've got. I've only got small cars, so I don't need a big jack. And as I say, I've got to do my lower arm suspension joints. I just ordered them up because both of my lower arm suspension joints are, the bushes are completely worn on the big bush. So they should be coming either today or Monday. So I'll get them done. I'll be doing a video on those as well. But I just thought, whilst I'm down here, I've got 10 minutes before it's bath time and dinner time. I can get this trolley jack taken apart, quick little look to see if I can't get it to full extent up to where it should do and at the right level before I then put my car on jacks and axle stands Monday or tomorrow. So let's quick little look at this trolley jack. So if you've got a trolley jack that is either not going up or it goes up halfway and stops, or it's really sluggish to go up, then this could be the video for you. Should be a quick, easy fix. Let's have a quick little look and try and get it fixed. Right, so here be my Halfords trolley jack. I don't do nothing professional because I very rarely work on cars, but I do try and do my own mechanics where I can. I have been known to work on more than one-cylinder machines in my life. Let's just tighten up the old valve, put that in, and you'll see what I mean. So as it starts to lift, it'll get to around about 3/4. Right, and under pressure, it then starts at there, just there, it slipped, I felt it, okay, and now it's taking really small little tiny bites, it's barely moving, yeah, and it's got quite a way to go yet, okay, so that there be my problem. So, I'm under the impression, hopefully it's just a little bit low on oil, so I can just let the valve out. I've got to undo these 2 bolts here, these are probably 12 or 13s, let me just find a socket or something similar. For that, let's try a 13 first, Mick or Mouse. No, it's going to be a 14. Of course it is. Of course it is. 14. Yeah, 14. Let's get a ratchet on that. Big boy, 1/2 inch. And we're just going to undo these. Now, under here, you'll find, or it should be, I'm hoping, a locating grommet for the ram. I'm not sure if this bolt is just 2 separate bolts or if it is 1 bolt all the way through. We'll find out in a minute. If you don't take things apart, then you never know. Take that off. Now, yours may not have this little cover on it, but mine does. Turn that round. Same on this side. Now, luckily enough, I actually have some oil in my shed because I've got a big TS50 hydraulic lift table here. So the idea is, of course, is that I can use the same oil because that's trolley or jack oil. So let me find a pry bar, something just to lever up this plate. Ping, there it goes, and just down inside here, let me show you, should be a little tiny grommet just here, which should be rubber. Okay, that's rubber. So let me just remount you onto something a bit more sensible so you can see what's going on, and I'll come back to you in 2 seconds. So you've got a little bit of an overhead pan view, if you like. So here is my grommet in question, and what I've done is I've lowered the jack down into a lower position, and I'm now gonna use the flat-headed driver very carefully without breaking this little bung. Just going to remove this little bung. You may have to get a bit of a tease up both sides. And I get just a very, very slightly smaller screwdriver or a pair of blunt long nose pliers, just so I can get hold of this. It is only a little tiny rubber bung, so it shouldn't put up much resistance. There you go. So a little tiny rubber bung. It all is really, really clear already, so that's good. Put that somewhere where you're not going to lose it. And I'm just going to put on some gloves, because this hydraulic jack fluid, it can actually get into the bloodstream, so you want to go a bit careful with hydraulic fluid. And what I would also recommend is to use some kind of, rather than just pouring it in and making a mess everywhere, get yourself a syringe or something similar. Now what I've got here are these. I've got packets of these, packets and packets of packets of these little pipettes, okay? So I can already see there's not a lot of oil in there at all. Okay, so it is low. Now what you want to do is just fill this up just below the bottom of the actual casting, so to speak. So I'm just going to suck some up into my little pipette here, which takes about 100 ml at a time. Suck it up, buttercup. It's quite a thick oil, so go careful. I mean, it's got to be quite thick to obviously suck up what it wants, and then just offer it into the hole and then slowly fill that up. And this may take 4 or 5 fills. I don't actually know how low it is. Now, I seem to remember when I bought this off the bloke, I think the bloke said to me the jack doesn't quite work as he thinks it should do. And to be fair, it was in pristine condition when I picked it up. This has obviously been left out in the garden and bits and pieces. So now, we're just going to top this up. Now, I'm going to leave the camera running. No point editing it out. Fill it up all the way. It's taken quite a fair old bit. Lucky, I just want to service this jack before I use it for my car. So I just noticed it the other day. Normally it's just my little scissor jack, but because I was out on a road call for my son, I thought I'd take my trolley jack. It'd be quick and easy. We're nearly there, I think. So I've got to top this up and then a quick little test, and we should be golden. I think we're getting quite close now. I think it's over the top of the ram now, which is quite nice to see. How full are we? Does it show? Yeah, actually over the top of the ram now, so that's good. Let's just feel this should be the last one, I'm thinking. Yeah, there you go. Right, so now I've just slightly overfilled it. So I'm just now going to extract a little tiny bit out by squeezing the pipette and then just taking a sample out. Okay. Right, that's that. Get myself a little tiny rag, which I always have to hand in the old shop. Quick little clean up. Get rid of that. Now before we put the bung in, all I want to do is just put the jack handle in, do the valve up nice and tight, and then just run the jack up. This will get rid of any air that is trapped, which will allow it to come out via the bung. And the level you may see when you drop the jack back down again, you may see the level drop. In which case we can then put a bit more in. But by doing this will actually just run the jack and run any trapped air out. Force it out. Already that jack's gone up so much faster and up to the top point so much quicker. I'm now going to drop the jack down nice and slowly, and that'll expel any air out of the system. And all we're then going to do is just repeat the process. Here it goes, gurgling away. Right, that's the jack down. I'm going to do the valve back up one more time. I'm going to get a bit more of the old oil and just see if it wants to take any more in. It's taking a bit more in. Taking quite a bit more in actually. Didn't think it'd take all of that because I only took a little bit out. That's about as much as I took out last time. There it is there. So that's my level. So I'm going to take just a little tiny sample out of there. Just so it's not up tight against that bung. Probably about that much. Should be enough. I'm going to get my bung. Put my bung in. Give it a go. There it goes, that's in. Give it a little wipe. Right. Happy with that. So now, let me just refocus my camera for you. 2 seconds, I'll be back. Now that's done, I can now turn my jack around. I'm going to put me, where'd my plate go? Shot off over it, isn't it? Yeah. There it is, I think it went that way. I'm not really sure, to be honest. That's a hilarious thing, isn't it? Right, I'll just put the cover back on. That was a mission in itself. But now that's back on, let's do my valve up. And then now I'm going to pump it up. Now last time it went to about 3/4 and then it was stopping. But now it's got so much more drive to it. It's about here where it started to slip. But as you can see, so much more drive all the way up. Oh, nice, yeah. Straight up to the top, and that's its limit, and that's where it stays. So yeah, that's fixed that issue. What I would recommend to do is put it under some weight, especially like a car, jack it up fully, drop it down a couple of times just to test it. But that there be how you get your jack working if it refuses to lift or only lift part way. So there you go. If you've got a little trolley jack that is either 1, refusing to lift, 1, it won't lift all the way up, or 3, it goes up very, very slow, then it's a good chance that your hydraulic fluid level is either low, and chances are they're actually low from when you buy them brand new. This gentleman bought this kit brand new, but he just had no use for it after he'd used it once, and then he sold it on. So I would say it was about 3/4 full up, but the last quarter is where it was struggling. Just make sure what you want to do is lift it up and down a few times, put on a bit of paper, and then just see if it leaks overnight. Especially, you can leave it up in the air, see if it drops, or leave it down. See if there's any leakage, because one of the seals may have gone as well. But I don't think mine has, but we shall see in the morning, and hopefully this has now fixed my jacks for when my lower arm suspension joints turn up either today, a bit late now I think, they might turn up, we'll see, or Monday, and I can do a video on those. So if you want to see how to change your lower arm wishbones on a Fiat Panda, then stick around. I know there'll be a video coming out very, very soon on how to do that. I can do that with the ease, knowing that my jack is going to support me underneath the car. Of course, I put axle stands. If you like the video, Micks Mowers, my man, hit your subscribe button, whack the old bell, set notifications to all. That way you'll be notified next time I upload a video, and I look forward to you guys next time, Micks Mowers, very, very soon. But until then, don't forget, much more importantly, take care easy.